This is the championship game in the Big Ten Conference. A precious trophy with a long tradition to battle for here. But also a game that's been a launching pad into the college football playoff. Welcome, everyone, to Lucas Oil Stadium, home of the Colts here in Indianapolis, Indiana. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. Heavy blitz look here, pre-snap. An inside give now from the shotgun. They'll tackle him right at the 31. The Ducks toss it to the line to run the hurry-up.
Pretty good game here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. For the receiver. They stop it with a 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. He started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws. Justin Herbert, of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. We're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
Looking to pass here on second down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Oh, what a grab! And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
This quarterback and this receiver are a matchup that's tough for any defense to match up with. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I got to start thinking about cheating a safety over against this guy to slow him down and not allow him to have such a big day.
The Ducks moving quickly down the field here. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. The ball bounces out of bounds. That's a break for the offense. They'll lose yardage, but keep possession.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Ducks. Great connection there for 6 points. Just getting settled into this conference championship game. This offense already has put points on the board, Kirk.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all settling into this football game. They got straight to their reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here's the handoff. stop after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. The junior with some excellent work after making the catch.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught on the outside. It's Rodgers. Good work to get the foot down after the grab. This running back, Kirk, might have been spending some time with those receiver drills.
Yeah, as you know, Chris, these running backs anymore in college football, they all really like glorified wide receivers because not only do they have to be excellent runners, but as you see here, the ability to be able to catch the ball and then the awareness to get a foot down to be able to stay in bounds for a nice game.
Able to convert on 3rd, sets him up now, first down to the 22.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Solid gain there. Sets up a 1st and goal at the 7. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Nothing on 1st down, so now it's 2nd and goal from the 6. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Risky throw here on 2nd down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what...
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. So 8 plays into this drive now. It's 3rd and goal. Caught behind the line. It's Roberts. And the defense swarms him. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, obviously you're going to throw the football on 3rd down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big 4th down.
Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Gets out quickly to the left side. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
This offense moves into enemy territory inside the 45 after that big play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Getting set. Here's second down. Looking for a man. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
That's caught. It's Davis. Completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a fourth down call.
Chris, I felt like that was almost a 2-for-1. They know they're potentially going to go for it on fourth down, so you try to get as much as you can on third to put yourself in a good spot for this next play. Curious to see if the offensive coordinator had something up his sleeve for this play on fourth down.
And the Ducks will come to the line looking to convert on fourth down. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. The Ducks will come to the line looking to convert on fourth down. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. This will go incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Oh my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. Second down, looking to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Roberts. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
The misfire on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 33. Grab behind the line. It's Rogers. They make the tackle, but the offense has a first down now at the 21.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Pressure is coming. Gets the ball as it is hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Receivers are bunched together. Looking for some space. It's Rogers. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. The Buckeyes line up with a 1st and goal. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All he had to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Point after, not right through. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. And it's a direct snap. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play in this Wildcat look. It's a first down.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness. Ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs. And they did it right there.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking to dial up the pressure. Let's see if they bring the house. There's the handoff. He's got the force and still going. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the quarterback keeps it here. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
That's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
Off target and incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
And they'll keep it on the ground. The running back has the handoff.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
He escapes the pocket. He lets it go on the move. Oh, almost intercepted. Big guy would love to have that one back. Couldn't quite hold on.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Rolls right, trying to make something happen. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big fourth down stop. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 39. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for his big tight end. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Now here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he could bring it in.
Now it's second down here. Testing the right side here. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. Out of the gun now on third down. Tries to get it to the running back. Caught near the sticks. It's Rodgers. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Let's fly to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 25. He hands it off from the gun. 6-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 4. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Running out of time in the pocket. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So they'll pass off the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on 4th down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Deep shot toward the end zone. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there, they just weren't able to complete it.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Looking to throw it on 1st down. The pass rush closing in. You cannot escape. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Buying time. Moving to his left. Heaves it deep down the middle. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, the defense does a really good job getting that initial pressure on the quarterback, but this is what he can do. His athletic ability and his legs gets him away from the pressure.
Here's the throw deep downfield. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew. With anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it and just misses it.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The Ducks will line up to kick it away. And the offense forced to punt for the first time tonight. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking deep to the right side. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a huge gain there, but that's it for this period. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Will kick this deep to begin the 2nd half. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down at the 12. We're field position to start the drive. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. The passing game very hard to stop in the first half. Let's see if they can begin to feature the run game here. He's running out of time here. He finds his man. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up into the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
The receiver grabs it. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. First down. They're going to throw the football. Makes the catch. It's Roberts. They stop him, but it's a first down. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
That's reeled in. It's gone. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Trying to find room. It's Rodgers. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes a quick catch. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback making some changes at the line. He's back to throw again on second down. Looking for the wideout. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Looking to throw again. Oh, that one's picked off. He's bringing it back. Past the 50. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. Pick six could be a game changer.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer.
And they'll set up with the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Down the middle, it's Rodgers. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. And he'll set up to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Buckeyes look to keep this drive moving.
Here's a great example of the back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
That run picks up 1st down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Quarterback drops back. Almost intercepted, falls incomplete, but a risky attempt there. Would have been his 2nd pick today.
Well, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series, he almost threw another one.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. With the catch, it's gone.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. 1st down, looking for more now. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
But it was just a matter of time till this guy found a seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that 2nd and 3rd level. And with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
Extra point is good, so the lead is 17-14. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Keeping it on the ground here. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. The Ducks looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
That's a really good run by this offense. And, Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a 1st down.
Bringing pressure. And the pass is incomplete. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Looking downfield. It's Thorne. Caught over the middle. It's Davis. They've got him, but not before he makes a 1st down at the 41.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And here comes a deep shot. And the pass is dropped incomplete, but it had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with 2 guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. We make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Looking to pass here on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Perry. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this third quarter? Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. Sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Handoff here from the shotgun. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Back to pass. It's Thorne. The pocket breaking down. The pass rush gets home.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. Here we go. One of the biggest moments of the game so far. The field goal unit out there for a high-pressure attempt. The field goal is good. And the game now tied here in the final quarter. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
And I tell you, life of a kicker. This guy's not been called on the entire game. Probably cold as ice on the sideline. But when it matters, he's hot as a stove when his number's called.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Quick throw, testing the middle. It's complete on the crossing route. They stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. Looking for some space. It's Rodgers. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. 1st down to the 48. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. A short completion to the tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Caught near the sticks. It's gone. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Using his legs on the scramble. He slides to avoid the big hit.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's an out route. The catch made. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay within the man coverage. Very tough to do.
Ball handed off. They bring him down, but that play will set up a first and goal now at the 10.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Buckeyes line it up with first and goal. First and goal, handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 11. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. And a timeout is called. They'll talk it over, tied late here in the fourth quarter. The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. Out of the gun now on third down. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
That is just an outstanding job by this quarterback with the game on the line. He finds the matchup with his go-to receiver, makes a perfect throw here to the receiver, and they score late to take the lead.
PAT is up and good. The lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and booted away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They start the drive with a good throw to the right. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. Touchdown, Ducks. Too much speed for the defense.
Chris, I'm shocked by this. I mean, this is a great touchdown by this offense. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. We may be headed to overtime.
We still need this extra point to top. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment.
Well, the quarterback makes a mistake here. That's football 101. Once you get outside of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation and not take the sack, especially in the fourth quarter.
Tries the right with a quick throw. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
What a job by this defense coming up with that big sack on first down. Now the incompletion. Good job of putting this offense in a real bind now of third down and long on their side of the 50.
Catch made on the left side. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up fourth down. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The Buckeyes will have to kick it away. This will be the first punt tonight for this offense. They'll kick it away here. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. Here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. Back to pass. It's Thorne. Throws it to the right. He makes the grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
The timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. And out comes the field goal unit. Ball spotted at the 30. This field goal to win it from 47 yards out. It's no good. And with the miss, remain tied. So 1st and 10, our first play of overtime. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Grabbed by the receiver. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. Touchdown, Ohio State. They strike first in OT.
How about that, Chris? Unbelievable. Our first play into overtime, and we got a touchdown. Now they got to play some defense and win this game.
And now for the crucial extra point to push the lead to 7 in OT. PAT puts him in front by 7. So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Looking downfield, it's Thorne. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. The backs hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. First down, looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down. Now the defense will spend a timeout. No room for mental errors on that side here in overtime. So needing to reach the end zone to keep this game alive, it's first and goal now. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly. You got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
This toward the sideline finds the running back. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. How about the speed of this defense? Now, we're looking at a third down.
third and goal. Looking to throw the ball. He's looking for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
Looking to throw yet again. Launching one to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. They're an extra point away from double OT. Or we go for two and win it right now.
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for two right here.
How about this? A two-point conversion now with the ball game on the line. Looking to pass. It's Thorne. And he's in there. They gamble and get it to win the game. What a call.
Boy, what a way to end this football game. A coach that believes in his offense, gives them a chance to go out and execute, and they deliver to win this football game. Outstanding job.
It's always a special year, but after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.